Hey YouTubers, we're so excited that you could join us today for another amazing video. Today we're going to show you some amazing footage of incredible natural phenomena in football history. Don't forget to stay tuned in for our best pick at number 2 and our number 1 spot too, which is very shocking. If you haven't already, we'd like to invite you now to subscribe to our amazing channel and tap the notification bell so you can stay on top of our latest videos too. And don't forget to like, comment, and share as well. We love all of our viewers. Thanks so much for being with us today. So yes, let's take a look at all these natural phenomena together and see how amazing they are as we go on a journey of discovery in the amazing realm of football crossing with nature. Let's go. I hope you brought snacks. Number 6. At our 6th spot in the countdown, we have torrential rain impeding play and making it difficult for the game to keep going as smoothly as it might normally do. Factors that cause torrential rain are similar to those that cause regular type rain. As with any rainstorm, the necessary conditions are always to do with moisture and atmospheric instability. Warm air actually holds more moisture than cooler air, which is why it rains so often in the tropics. There are 3 main types of rainfall, and they are relief, frontal, and convectional. Relief rainfall. Relief rainfall occurs when air has been blown over the sea and is then pushed or forced up over an area of higher land. This causes the air to cool and the moisture in the air condenses and rain then falls. Frontal rainfall. Frontal rainfall occurs when the warmer air is forced to rise over colder air. Here, the moisture in the warmer air condenses as it cools, which causes clouds and rain. Convectional rainfall. This happens mostly in the tropics where it is hotter. When air is hot, it rises up and cools and condenses, forming rain. If the air is hot enough, it rises very quickly and can cause thunderstorms as a result. Number 5. And at the number 5 spot, we have this amazing footage of the wind being so fierce it carries the goalpost away, making it difficult for one of the teams to have a clear shot at the goal. And so, it needs to be retrieved and put back into place. Planet Earth contains 5 major wind zones: polar easterlies, westerlies, horse latitudes, trade winds, and the doldrums. Polar easterlies are dry and cold, prevailing winds that flow from the east. They emanate from the polar highs, the vast areas of high pressure around the north and south poles. A high wind warning means that sustained winds of 40 miles per hour for 1 hour and/or frequent gusts of at least 58 miles per hour are occurring or expected within the next 36 hours. Winds this strong may damage trees, power lines, homes, and small building structures. Some fun facts about wind. In Greek mythology, the anemoi were 4 wind gods, causing wind from the 4 compass points. An instrument to measure the wind speed is called an anemometer. A gale is officially defined as a wind between 32 and 63 miles per hour. A wind blowing from 4 to 31 miles per hour is known collectively as a breeze. The strongest winds in the solar system are on Saturn, where they reach speeds of over 1,100 miles per hour. The first house in the world to have its electricity supplied by wind power was in Kincardineshire, Scotland in the year of 1887. The tips of the blades of wind turbines move at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. Early wind turbines all turned anti-clockwise when viewed from the frontal space. Since 1978, however, changes in design meant they all turned clockwise. Number 4. At spot number 4, we have this amazing natural phenomenon of rain affecting the football play, not to mention how annoying it must be for the onlookers. Rain is droplets of water that fall from the clouds. Heat from the sun actually turns moisture, water, from plants and leaves, as well as oceans, lakes, and rivers into water vapor, gas, which disappears into the air. This vapor rises, cools, and then changes into tiny water droplets, which then form clouds. The water vapor rises in the atmosphere, and there it cools down and forms tiny water droplets through something called condensation. When they all combine together, they grow even bigger and are too heavy to stay up in the air. This is when they will fall to the ground as rain, or maybe snow or hail by gravity. Cool, right? Phantom rain. Under certain conditions, rain can fall from the sky without even reaching the ground. It happens when rain falling from a cloud evaporates as it approaches the Earth's surface below it. This creates what is known as virga clouds, a tailor wisp extending from a cloud in a downwards direction and are generally seen to extend clouds. Is it better to walk or run in the rain? Perhaps you've been caught in the rain and wondering if it's better to run as fast as you can to get out of the rain, or whether running in the rain will make you wetter than walking. This is an age-old question, which doesn't really affect the crazy players who play in it anyway. They get wet because of the length of time they spend in it. Recent research has suggested there is no easy answer affected by these factors, as varied as the individual's height to breadth ratio, wind direction, and the size of the raindrops, so it's more complicated than ever, really. Professor Bocci, who conducted the research in the Journal of European Physics, did though offer the overall conclusion that, in general, the best thing is to run as fast as you can. Not always, but in general. Number 3. At number 3, you can witness this amazing event unfolding as snow falls onto the ground and the players still try to maintain the game regardless of it. It must have been absolutely freezing out there in shorts and without any warmer clothing. Snow forms on tiny ice crystals in clouds stick together to become snowflakes. If enough crystals stick together, they'll likely become weighty enough to fall to the ground. Snowflakes that descend through moist air that is slightly warmer will melt around the edges and stick together to produce bigger flakes. The falling snow passes through the freezing level into the warmer air, where it then melts and changes to rain before reaching the ground. When the air temperature at the ground is less than 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the precipitation begins falling as snow from the clouds. This is why cold air is important for there to be snow. Snow is actually not white. Mind blown, right? You can definitely dream of a white Merry Christmas, even if it isn't strictly accurate. As any good snow lover will tell you, the white stuff isn't actually white, but rather translucent. It's the light reflecting off of it that makes it appear white, with the many sides of the snowflake scattering light in many directions, therefore diffusing the entire color spectrum. Snow can also appear in a wide variety of spectacular hues. Dust, pollution, or cold-loving freshwater algae can color it black, orange, or even blue. Pink or watermelon snow is directly caused by algae containing astaxanthin, a chemical similar to the one found in carrots and was mentioned in the early writings of Aristotle. Snowflakes of many designs are beautiful. One of the many determining factors in the shape of individual snowflakes is the air temperature around it. The study of flakes has identified that long, needle-like ice crystals form at around 28 degrees Fahrenheit, while at a lower temperature of 23 degrees Fahrenheit will lead to very flat crystals. Further changes in temperature as the snowflake falls determines different shapes of the 6 arms or dendritic structure of the crystal. We love snow, but these players probably don't right now. Number 2. For our number 2 spot, we can see our best pick sent in by Jeremy. He said this phenomenon occurred in Italy, when his father went with his brother to watch a match together. Apparently, the cause of this massive fire was due to a spontaneous combustion, and the field had to be completely evacuated so that no onlookers or players were injured at that time. It was definitely an unusual set of circumstances, which was first believed to be a case of arson by a rival team member to stop the match, but this was not the truth, and thankfully no one was seriously hurt or killed during this event. Spontaneous combustion, or spontaneous ignition, is a type of combustion which occurs by self-heating or an increase in temperature due to exothermic internal reactions. This is followed by thermal runaway, a type of self-heating which rapidly accelerates to high temperatures, and finally, auto-ignition. Thanks for sending this one in, Jeremy. It really does look awesome as a picture, for sure. Have you seen anything like this? Comment below so we can hear about your experiences at a sporting event, or just about natural phenomenon in general. We'd sure love to hear from you. Number 1. Here we are. Yeah, we made it to our number 1 part of the countdown. So are you ready to see this natural phenomenon occurring right before your very eyes? Yeah? Okay, so are we. But there is a but here. Yes, in fact, we'd like to warn our viewers first, because this one might make some viewers a little squeamish because a player gets hit by lightning here, and it's not a clip for everyone. Ready? Okay, so squeamish viewers look away now, and the rest of you can stay glued to the screen as we show you this clip which takes our number 1 spot for the countdown of this day. We can see how shocked the onlookers are as this guy, about to join his team in the field, is struck by lightning. There is absolutely no warning for him as he walks out with his arms raised and is shocked so abruptly by the natural phenomenon. We certainly hope he was alright and made a full recovery after this episode. Gosh, that really was an unbelievable sight to see. Lightning is a naturally occurring electrostatic discharge during which 2 electrically charged regions in the atmosphere or ground temporarily equalize themselves, therefore causing the instantaneous release of as much as 1 gigajoule of energy. And that's a real lot. Lightning is an electric current. Within a thundercloud way up in the sky, many small bits of ice, or frozen raindrops, well, they bump into each other as they move around in the air. All of those ongoing collisions create an electrical charge, and so after a while, the whole cloud fills up with an electrical charge and very powerful charges. Lightning is one of the most exceptional displays in nature. It is also one of the most deadly natural phenomena known to humans worldwide. With both temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun, and shockwaves beaming out in all directions, lightning is a lesson in physical science and in humility. And even after its powerful beauty, lightning presents science with one of its greatest local mysteries. How does it work? It is common knowledge that lightning is generated in electrically charged storm systems, but the method of cloud charging still remains somewhat elusive to scientists and lovers of all things related to storms. Well, did you enjoy that? Well, we really saw some amazing natural phenomenon in those clips in our countdown. Nature really does have a way of its own, that's for sure. Have you been caught up in a natural phenomenon that caught you off guard during sport? Or maybe you were camping or driving somewhere. We'd sure love to hear all about it in the comment section below. The most lightning-struck location in the world is Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela. Massive thunderstorms occur on 140 to 160 nights per year, with an average of 28 lightning strikes per minute lasting up to 10 hours at a time. Whew, that's as many as 40,000 lightning strikes in just one night. The speed of lightning is also remarkable. while the flashes we see as a result of a lightning strike travel at the speed of light, 670 million miles per hour, an actual lightning strike travels at a comparatively gentle 270,000 miles per hour. This means it would take about 1 hour to travel to the moon, or around 1.5 seconds to get from London to Bristol in the heart of the United Kingdom. Thanks so much for joining us here at Mind Read. If you got any awesome video ideas that you'd like to see, please comment below so that we can integrate them into our channel. And until next time, we'd like to say goodbye and that we miss you already. Stay safe and peace out, folks. We truly love you. We wouldn't have as much fun if you guys weren't here.